Make sure that motherfucker. Hey, forgot to do that shit last game, and Tulsa almost whooped my motherfucking ass.
Welcome to Columbia, Missouri, and
Sorry, big brother.
game for the father of the split T, where the Missouri Tiger fans are hoping that they put together a big W. As we
I definitely meant to come up off of.
college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
Nah, it's fucking rain.
We'll kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Missouri Tigers offense will start this game off. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pop.
And you got to come out under control.
Yeah, I had to get my, oh shit, I had to get my playbooks together. I'm resending it now.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having.
That was one of the things I forgot to do against Tulsa last week, and that shit almost cost me.
He'll run it again. Hines is way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And you know, when we talk about,
but now it's raining though. I hate that, so I guess they making me pay for it.
Get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down.
Come on.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the 1st down.
There you go, Juke.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter.
What is the...
Running it back, it's Johnson.
The stream was there. Nobody scored or no shit like that. I just want finna keep going.
The Razorbacks offense will go to work for the first time.
All of the joints too.
Take a look at our impact players.
It's right there.
What are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go.
Hey, at least I'm
streaming
to be able to tell you.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Leaves it with the running back. And a good, solid pickup for the defense cuts him down. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Colin.
Guys, this winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the
all right, fellas.
really understands that. I got to understand.
Say we should pass the ball.
When I get a lick on this cat,
but we running this motherfucker.
Not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays when I can be
Let's get it.
And really make him feel me. I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Running this motherfucker right at him.
You give it to your playmaker in the backfield, and he's able to use his speed to go get the first.
And he's a guy that you should be focusing on with this offense. He's definitely a game breaker. He's a guy that they starred, going into this matchup that they had to stop. Third down, money down. You figured they might probably get him the football. They do, and they get the first down.
No fear from this freshman quarterback as he picks up the first down himself. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. For jet sweep pass. Headed to the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you already got a touchdown on the board.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to
there you go, big man.
At least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Good timing on the quick out. And they get him down. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough one to win. But you got to take those chances. You got to be aggressive. The offense won that one. At least it wasn't a huge game-changing play.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. It'll be a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
He's right on target. Knocked off his feet.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Pulls it in. It's Roberts. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Oh, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play.
Oh, come on.
It's not enough to pick up the first, and now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
And in these situations, you're never looked at poorly, right? You can go for these situations because it's a really long field goal, so it's not a guaranteed make, or I can be aggressive offensively, and I like the choice. Be aggressive, get the first.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Looking downfield, it's Horn. It's on target and complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that?
Good job, big boy.
If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy in the.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Looking to move it through the air. Unloads it downfield. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in this game.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lets it fly. And that ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT. The give to the back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Back to pass, it's Horn. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown!
Big-time players make
How the
big
fuck
plays.
did he slow me down and I was already... I barely even touched it. And that shit was so like...
It's like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon is currently ahead right now in Autzen Stadium, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 7 over UCLA. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The offense set for a first down play. He wants to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. That last completion sets him up on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the Razorbacks are stopped, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Movement here from the tight end. They'll throw it on first down. Looking for a deep man. And this will be caught at the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Razorbacks love to do it on the ground, but that gives you some opportunities for big plays up top.
No doubt. It makes me commit more to the ground game, bring more guys down. I'm more willing to play man coverage on the outside, and then in turn, if the QB can make plays down the field, make strikes, get on the same page as the receiver, it can create some huge plays for this Arkansas offense.
He's looking to throw it. And the pass hits, picked off.
I knew they was going to do that.
And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I knew they was going to do that.
Great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Complete to start this drive. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Scanning the field, it's Horn. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Missouri wants to go fast. They'll put the tight end in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Trying to get to it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Fast motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Rides to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defense.
Outstanding play.
Yes, I agree, Jesse. You see, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch him get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
He wants to throw it. Get it out on the screen. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear. One of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill. Just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down.
But what the fuck was that?
And not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
That nigga glitched out. That nigga's supposed to do it down. A stopper, he just... Come on, don't start y'all shit.
Attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. They'll run the option. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away.
Fuck! Not enough on it.
Never a doubt for this big
Oh, he made it.
guy. 49
Woo!
yard field goal is good.
It hit the camera. So they counted. Oh no, it went across.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. He's taking the shot. Into double coverage, and they made him pay as It's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, we just going to stay away
The
from
clock
him.
has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They're going to ride this running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that looks a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Finds his tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game.
Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. Bulldozes him. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Looking to throw, it's Horn. Fires to the big fella. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. He's going up top. He makes a grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown.
How, bro? That's so gay. They always doing some goofy shit. The fuck is that?
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time.
Gonna let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
There's an example of what happens when a quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted.
Sends it downfield. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. Let's see what they've got on second down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of them.
He wants to go deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it. The second down coming.
Well, another incompletion. You can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper. But they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
On second down, wants to throw. He looks that one in nicely.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On fourth down, going to the air. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back to its own great field position. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll give it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up for it.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24. Here comes the offense on 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Tigers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panicked.
Going for the big play. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Didn't really have room to operate on the return.
Ain't no way.
The ball at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Looking to throw, it's Horn. Quickly complete. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
You lost.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He wants to throw it again. They're setting up the screen. Shakes off the tackle. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Tigers are on.
that's close.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the tight end. They get him down after he makes the catch.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pocket starts to collapse. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
What if I had told you this quarterback would be sacked at least 5 times in this game and yet still somehow would be? It's not normally how it works. You got to give the offense credit because even though they've suffered some serious negative plays, they've still been able to make some good things happen.
And the returner will be brought down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be...
And that is his fifth interception, a nightmare he is not waking up.
The wind is not stopping that shit like that, bro.
You can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. Second interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking to throw, it's Horn. Coming after it. Escapes trouble. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. So Missouri will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return, man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to...
Bro, that wind is not chopping like that.
Dang, Homer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Quarterback checking the play. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles. He can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. From the gun. Working that left side now. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas! great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Mizzou has it back on the option. On the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this will be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Still running at the 40. Can anyone catch him? Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
getting some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He'll take another shot here. And he's got it inside the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing, to be able to throw the football.
We got the wind going with us, and the ball is coming up short. What the fuck is going on? And the nigga ain't tired.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Oh yeah, the game just been bullshit.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. It's Horn. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the punt team able to smack into the ground. On first down, here comes this offense. Quarterback checking off. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He rifles one deep to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it's incomplete. Taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Running back searching for a hole. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Nothing to pass. Defense.
You got to be.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. To the air, it's Horn. He's got him in the flat. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. He's got the tight end. He's loose. Touchdown, Missouri! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot. He's on some.
He lets it fly.
Bruh.
And they can't make the connection going. On first down. After the misfire, it's second down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to throw on second down. He's not afraid to go deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Snags it down the right side. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one.
A shot toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it. The defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
They keep attacking through the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's complete. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. Looking to pass. It's Singleton. Feeling some heat. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Okay, go.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. A designed run for the quarterback. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they've got it down to single digits.
What I got to cash have you? Huh? What I got to cash have you? What? Uh, huh? I can just cash app you. I just sent it. Oh,
Game. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Set to advance on the football. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They'll get this drive started from the 29. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Gets it out fast. Gets away from one. Finds some space.
cut the bullshit, dog.
Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air. It's Singleton. Looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here with a big lead.
Should be out there.
You're putting
There's them. Gotta be out there. Look in that bathroom.
On the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense.
Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
But trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
After the incompletion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see. You got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Quarterback keeper. They've got the two-point conversion, and now they trail by only 9. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the move. Using the spin move. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. A third and long coming up here. Gives it to the back on the draw. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He'll bring it back. It's Johnson. He gets a block. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Line gets set, first down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Going up top. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? You just can't come up with a completion.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Looking for a man. It's Singleton. Trying to get behind the defense. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Going to try to get it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas! That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Here he comes, Smith, and he loses the ball.
Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go!
On that loose ball, it'll be a turnover.
You just can't.
Fuck out of here!
On the return team, you know if you lose the football. The other offense, the ball back deep in your own end, simply can't happen.
First down for this offense. They move the tight end all over. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Baird is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Operating in the red zone here on second down. To throw, it's Singleton. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback will audible. On third down, going up top. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Never a doubt. And they've regained the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisville is getting taken to the cleaners today. We're talking heavy starch on a hanger, and don't forget you on the way out. Trailing by 18 to Kentucky. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Little touch pass to the receiver. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. So after the first down run, here's second down. Looking downfield, it's Horn. Receiver looks it in, it's complete.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
He'll just keep slinging it. Fires left. Complete downfield. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Breaking the fucking stack.
The defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Handoff to the lone back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. And this to take the lead, and it's getting late. Field goal is good. You understand the celebration after taking the lead, guys, but this thing is not over yet. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
That was gone. That was the time right there. Should have just went wide.
That offense back onto the field. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation.
He's going for a big play downfield. Pulls it in on the left. All kinds of running room. And that's where he'll go down. An explosive play moves the sticks. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
And the lead's now 4, so you go for 2, try to get it to 6 to at least make them have to kick the extra point if they're going to beat you. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. They'll need to be very sound here, limit this return, and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They're trying to get to it.
Let's go.
Out of the end zone, and it's a safety.
And that stings for this offense. You got the football, a chance to go make a big play. Take control of this football game, and you give up the safety. Now they get the football back. Under 2 minutes, everything now against you. This team is going to have to find a way to respond and make a big play on the other side of the football.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. Reece, productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, coverage,
let's go.
Getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this
Let's
situation
go.
in the game.
Big Zoe.
College football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff. Rivalries are consistent.
Fuck out of here.
Rivalry games. Well, that's just
Way to fucking fight back. Way to stay down.
Take the field against your rival. You're able to
They tried to motherfucking take our playoff spot.
That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team.
They tried to be some haters.
Rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games because this is always there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Oh, George Tick. Okay. Let's fucking go.